You know, if I knew we were going to use that picture, I would have at least combed my hair and put on some dark socks. Hello, everybody. My name's Gene Duvernoy, president of Forterra. And, you know, it's an incredible full house today, an incredible full house. And starting out this morning, some of us started all the way in Yakima County, like my friend Jeff Terr. Some of us, like Patty Case, she started in Shelton. And even a few, like Ethan Martin, started in Portland, Oregon. Wherever you started out from, wherever. Wherever you are now sitting at this moment, wherever you started out from, and wherever you are now sitting at this moment, thank you. Thank you very much. You each are key to what we can accomplish together. Now, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to the Matlock brothers who are over there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for working with us in such a keystone transaction. And to the Sidhu family, also over there, thank you for being the next family. Thank you for being the next family to care for such cherished farm ground. So now, look at the screens around me. We have 80 federal, tribal, state, and local elected officials here today. Nowhere else in our country is there such a top-to-bottom, cross-the-aisle commitment to do what is right for our place. Thank you each. And would you all now please stand and be recognized? Maybe we need the house lights. Now, it takes land, soil, the dirt to make the Sidhu farm a farm. So about this stuff, this substrate on which all of life plays out, scientists like the UW professor David Montgomery called dirt the root of our existence, supporting our feet, our farms, our cities. Its biota varies wildly from place to place. And think about how this diversity is mirrored, amplified even, by the complex web of activity that takes place on its surface. It matters so much what we do with our dirt. Get it right, we remain the great Pacific Northwest. Wrong, we become something different, something less. All of us have our hopes and dreams for this place we love. And with great apologies to Shakespeare, dirt is the stuff that these dreams are made on. That's what I want to talk with you about this morning. How we use the dirt in our cities and towns. How we use the dirt on our farms and forests. And how sometimes we don't use it at all, but instead leave it alone, or should, across our wildlands, across our shorelines. Let's put that there. To paraphrase John Muir, when you tug on one thread, you find us connected to the rest of the world. And if we lose even just one landscape, the rest is damaged. The whole is vastly diminished. Fortunately, our Pacific Northwest is filled with people who want to get it right. People like you. Now, 150 feet below us, dirt was moved around and even taken away to build this convention center. A fine use of land of this particular patch of earth in the middle of our city. It's now a hub for important meetings, where connections and relationships are made daily, and where a few Forterra breakfasts are held along the way too. But it's a question about context and place. Would it be okay to just pick up this convention center and move it to, say, Seward Park? Beep, beep, beep. Funny to think about, this ultra-wide load trundling down I-5. But otherwise, When it gets to the end of that trip, it's not so funny. It's not okay. It's absurd, really. Just like it's absurd to turn a beloved berry farm south of Tacoma into sprawl. What if we had lost that dirt? Fortunately, thanks to Forterra, which really means thanks to all of you, thanks to all of us, that didn't happen. What we do on the land, all dirt, matters. It matters like never before. Booming population, surging housing costs and displacement, climate change, loss of open, breathable spaces. We have to use, and sometimes not use, our land, this dirt, very, very smartly. That's what Forterra is all about. Don't we live in a beautiful place? Glaciated, spired mountains, rolling fields, barns, rich harvests. Puget Sound mist rising in the early morning. Beauty is a big, big reason we all love this place. In fact, in a major public opinion poll last fall, you told us that loud and clear. So Forterra is working hard to keep this place beautiful by saving farms and all they represent, by saving 50,000 acres around the Teanaway River, by saving forests and shorelines around Port Gamble on the Kitsap Peninsula. In fact, this pail of dirt was gathered there, brought this morning by two Native American leaders, Jeremy Sullivan, chairman of the Port Gamble Slalom Tribe, and Leonard Forsman, chairman of the Squamish Tribe. Their ancestral homes are out there, on this dirt, soil made sacred by the life it supports and has supported for countless generations. Jeremy, Leonard, thank you for being here today. Now, today it is important that you hear something else about Forterra. Yes, this place is beautiful, but we're not in it just for the beauty. We're in it for the sustainability of this place. We're in it for the resiliency of this place. The Sidhu Farm is lovely, but in a world of climate instability, we also need it for the ability to grow our own food here, locally. Yes, the Teanaway is stunning, but we also need its ecosystems, its wild fish, its free-roaming wolf pack, and for the wood it will sustainably provide. And so, we protect farms and forests across Washington today, beautiful or not, for this simple reason. Because they're vital. Because we need flourishing rural lands and rural communities for diversity, our biodiversity, our economic diversity, and our social diversity. You see, diversity means resilience. Diversity means options. So that we can flex, adapt, so that when things that we thought would never change, things we thought would never change, do. Now take a look at this map. It shows each of the 400 separate land transactions we've done over 25 years. 400 points on a map. Each a deal to save the dirt for the life, for the dreams that happen across the Pacific Northwest. Diverse lands, shorelands, wildlands, farmlands, and lands key to the life in our cities. 400 points on a map that sum to a whole, to making the Pacific Northwest the best it can be. None of the 400 have been easy. In fact, Forterra has a reputation nationally for doing the nearly impossible. Now, our secret? Our secret is no secret, really. If you work at it hard enough, you do reach a shared vision for what a piece of ground should be. You do reach common ground. Oh yeah, I can just hear it out there. Now, some of you are no likely saying, good luck with that, Gene. There's a whole lot of land around here. Yeah, well, we've noticed that too. Our vision is big in scope. No apologies, none. But our aim, tightly focused. Focused on the keystone lands. The keystone lands that together uphold the kind of place that we want for ourselves. The kind of place that we want for our kids. Farms and forests close to our cities and at risk of being lost are keystone lands. Shorelines and wild, iconic landscapes like the Teanaway are keystone lands. And the Seattle Center, with its opera house, is a keystone place. Opera? Are you guys surprised? Okay, I'll explain that one in a moment. We've been working on keystone properties all across our cities. We do it because over these 400 transactions, we've learned that it is an arbitrary divide between out there and in here. It's all dirt, all ground. It's literally one place. Mistreat our countryside, and we don't eat. We don't have clean water, and we don't have the wood to build our homes. Make the wrong choices in our cities, and we can't afford our neighborhoods. There starts to be conflict, and we sprawl. We sprawl into the countryside and overrun people making a living off the land there. Our dreams become nightmares. Yeah, but not on our watch. Not on our watch, because we all of us embrace our keystone places. Which brings us right back smack dab to the opera. It sits in the Seattle Center, a cherished public space. A keystone, really. A place that is only going to become more important as a community crossroads. A while back, the opera asked us to help them think about a new property for their administrative offices and rehearsal studio. With Spade Jenkins and now Aiden Lang, the opera's general directors, we thought about it big and we thought about it bold. We thought about it as a keystone. What about a space that throws itself open, inviting into its art making with transparent rehearsal studios? And a state-of-the-art community and education facility that welcomes kids from all, let me underscore that, all our neighborhoods. Such a space will make the Seattle Center that much richer, that much more lively a crossroads. And construction will begin early next year. You'll hear more about our ongoing work on city dirt, our work on urban land, in a moment from Michelle and Deshawn. I want to close by simply saying how we do our work. It's one gentle skill, it's one diamond hard skill, and it's one blessing. The gentle skill? The gentle skill is the ability to bring all four corners of a community together. Look at all of us together in this room today. And together we get real work done. Now here's that diamond hard skill. The diamond hard skill, we're really, really good at real estate. That's what it takes for our keystone lands, after all. Real estate. All the excruciating legalities of it, all the financial intricacies of it, and all worth it. Those 400 keystone transactions, that 250,000 acres of land over 25 years, it's the equivalent of 4 Seattles. That's a lot of dirt. That's a whole lot of dreams. And none of it happens without you, without all of us. Standing side by side with us for the values we all share. Investing in our work so that this place we live stays the place we love. for ourselves, for our kids, and for their kids. So that's the blessing. That's the blessing. Your partnership, your support. On behalf of everyone at Forterra, thank you very much.